going on, everybody? So I just got done watching the sequel to the Babysitter Killer Queen, starring the same people from the first one. They're all back 2 years later, hunting the same kid, Cole, down from beyond the grave. The devil is giving them a second chance to get his blood. Will they succeed, or will they fail once more? So this just dropped today, midnight, and so checked it out. Do I think it's better than the original, or is it just as good? Is it worse? My opinion is that I feel like it's definitely nowhere near as good as the first one. I liked it. I think overall it's fine. It's good. It has its moments. I laughed a few times, but it's nowhere near as like funny or as just fun as the first one. This one, like most sequels, it dials it up a little too much, in my opinion, with the comedy. It goes way over the top. There's a lot of just over the top, vulgar, just immature humor in it, and a lot of it just was not landing. So that would really be one of my main negatives with the film. It's just that it's not funny. It was trying way too hard to be funny, and like it just wasn't landing. And it even just goes way over the line in one moment. I don't want to spoil it, but there was just one moment where I was just rolling my eyes. I couldn't believe what I was watching. It was just so stupid. It's just like, what were they thinking? But that's just me. Comedy is subjective. Some of you might think this whole movie's hilarious. But for me, the jokes just were not landing over half the time. I laughed a couple of times, but overall, I don't think this movie is that funny. It was just just too silly. Sometimes silly movies work, and sometimes they just don't. For me, this one did not land almost at all. So that's my first main negative with it. Second one, this is just a little thing that kind of bugged me at first, was that the neighbor girl who I've seen the original Babysitter twice now, but the little cute like neighbor chick that the main kid was in love with in the first one, I thought in this one they were going to be like a couple, but they're not. Like she's dating some, stereotypical, jock douchebag who you're just like, why are you even with that piece of shit when you could be with him who like saved your life and you were like working together at the end of the first one? You have to suspend disbelief in quite a few moments. I mean, it's not a grounded film. It's not trying to be serious. There's no gravitas to the film. It's very jokey. It's a silly, consistent tone, just like the first one. But you do still like some scenes you're like, all right, that's not how that would work. Now the positives for the movie is that if you were expecting the same level of cool, gory, gruesome, over the top kills that the first one gave you, you're gonna get that here too. I love the kills in this movie, very gruesome and just gnarly as hell. So that was top notch. But the CGI enhancements here and there, and the CGI shots towards the end, I could do without that. It did not look that great. But minus the CGI, the practical effects, the gore in the movie, very good stuff. So if you're looking for that carnage candy, this one's going to give you plenty to chew on. I also liked a couple of these small twists in the movie, the little reveals that we get towards the end, and I like the connection between the main character Cole and his new like girlfriend, who's basically replacing the little girl neighbor in part one. He's got like this new, girl that he's infatuated with. She's just as weird as him. He really likes her. I like their back and forth, their chemistry together. I really like the cast and story continuity. So we get the bad guys from the first one, the blood cult. They're back 2 years later. I guess it's like a 2-year thing now. I think they even say a line like every 2 years we get to retry or something. So that's like a line in the movie that's basically saying, hey, every 2 years, if this is successful, we're gonna make another movie. So maybe 2 years from now in 2022, they're gonna try again. But yeah, we got the same characters, same actors portraying all these characters, maybe except for like one character, maybe. The neighbor's dad, I'm not sure that was the same guy. I'm not sure, maybe. But I think almost everybody is the same actor portraying the same characters. So I really like that. I'm a continuity guy. I'm a stickler for that stuff. So really appreciate that. And it's got even the same like style. I mean, it's the same director, so it's got the same style and flavor to it. Cinematography, the way it looks, a lot of like throwback to 80s like atmosphere in a horror movie with like excessive fog. So I really like some of the atmosphere in the movie, just the feel of it. So yeah, that's really it. So if you like the first one or you love the first one, I think you'll really like this one. I don't think you'll like it more. Me personally, I think the first one's way better. It's just the right amount of silly for me. This one dialed it just a little too far, especially in one moment where I was just really rolling my eyes. I just couldn't believe it. But other than that, I really enjoy it. It's very, well paced. I didn't find myself bored or anything. It's a very fun movie. Looks good, good production value.
Could this night get any more erotic?
Hey, Coley.
Let me know what you thought about it. Do you like it more than the first one, or do you think it's shit? Do you think it went way too far with the comedy and the meta-ness? And this movie really took a page out of Scream. Lots of meta humor and movie references, like Terminator especially. So, but yeah, how did it work for you? Did it work? Did it not? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like what you've seen here, hit this like button. Really appreciate it. And become a subscriber today just by clicking on my cartoon face in about 5 seconds. And until next time, auf Wiedersehen.